I can talk about Tesla too. The only thing about Tesla is that deliveries didn't meet estimates. Car deliveries didn't meet estimates, and their stock dropped a little bit. Again, Tesla's just in a weird spot. Oh, what was extra interesting about it, I was listening to the call, is like sales went up in China for Tesla cars, but crushed in Europe. Tesla's selling really poorly in Europe, but up in China, which was interesting. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, the stock continues to, I forgot. The important part of this is that during the earnings call, they announced, or during the announcement, they announced a Robotaxi event on October 10th. So in 8 days, there's gonna be a live event where Tesla shows off its finally here Robotaxis. And we're gonna watch it live. I wonder if it'll be like the thing where they had the Cybertruck and they broke the glass. I'm sure it'll be polished and staged, but apparently they're supposed to like be close to being here. We'll see. So it's a big watch, because that's essentially what, every time people mention the fact that, like, you know, the financials aren't looking so good for Tesla, Elon Musk has brought up the fact that Robotaxi is going to change everything. Like, Robotaxis are the future. They're going to fucking skyrocket Tesla to the moon, invest now. And so he needs it to go well. What does selling well in China mean when relative terms? Again, I don't have the hard data in front of me, the numbers, but my understanding is like sales went up 25% in China. And that's impressive because there's huge competition there. It could have been price cuts. I need to look more into it, but that's the idea. What should we do? We should watch something interesting. Oh, wait, bro, Robotaxi's right here. We gotta learn more about it. Will Tesla Robotaxis live up to 10 years of development and hype? It's been 10 years since Robotaxis were announced? I absolutely want to watch this.
In 2015, Elon Musk made a bold promise that Tesla vehicles will drive themselves in 2 years.
That's crazy. 2015 is 9 years ago. 2015 feels like yesterday. Holy shit, time flies. It's been a decade. That's crazy. That is actually kind of an aware moment. That's crazy. 2015 does not sound like so long ago, but it is.
Next year will probably be 90% capable of autopilot.
Elon Musk out with a bold promise yesterday. He said there would be 1 million Tesla robotaxis, I should say, on the road next year.
I don't know the boy who cried FSD, but I think we'll be better than human by the end of this year.
Now, Tesla has announced plans.
Bro, dude. Bro has been running this gambit for a decade. And you know what's funny? At least until recently. Recently it's had less effects, but if you look back, every time he would do this before, it would spike the stock. Every time. He would say it and the stock would spike. So I don't even blame him. It worked every time. He was printing money by just saying things. It's like, at some point, you gotta wake up.
But during Tesla's 2024 Q2 earnings call, Musk reiterated his confidence in realizing its full self-driving efforts.
Based on the current trend, it seems as though we should get miles between interventions to be high enough that it should be far enough in excess of humans that you could do unsupervised possibly by the end of this year. I would be shocked if we cannot do it next year.
Consumer.
What did you say? That possibly the end of this year? That was here.
Possibly by the end of this year. I would be shocked if we cannot do it next year.
Oh, he'd be shocked. He'd be shocked if I couldn't do it by the end of next year. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, okay, cool. I might be shocked then.
With Tesla's EV sales slowing and profit falling, much of the rhetoric from Musk in recent months emphasizes its AI
Dude, this was
ambitions.
so stupid. This was so bad. Again, I talked about this on Marketing Monday already, but this was one of the worst Elon conferences ever. And it was one of the first times the stock didn't pop. He clearly, they had a really bad earnings report. They weren't selling nearly enough cars. They had too many price cuts. They weren't making the margins they had. And they did this robot thing and it just didn't work. It just, for the first time, was like a thud.
Now, there are other companies that have commercial robotaxis.
In one bullish estimate, Raymond James predicts $50 billion in robotaxi bookings by 2030.
Dude, that's funny, because $50 billion is like a big number, bullish number. But it reminds me again of that robot conference where Elon said, I think everyone on Earth's gonna want one. So that's probably $1 trillion in sales right there. I'm not kidding. That's what he said. He said he was estimating roughly $1 trillion to $2 trillion. Yeah, 10,000 profit per human on Earth. Yeah, he's saying 3 billion. Yeah, 2 to 3 billion robots. Like, bro, you haven't made or sold one yet. And you're already talking about trillions?
At a global scale, the total.
By the way, I just want to say I'm not anti-self-driving. I'm actually extremely pro self-driving. And people might find that unpopular. But in my dream world, you can nap on every commute. In my dream world, I put a bed in the car, that shit goes, and I sleep the whole way, and we reduce the number of accidents. That's my dream world. I believe in it. I do think computers will drive better than humans. I can understand if you are more of a car purist, or you like the humanity of it. I think there's no world where humans are banned from the roads. It's just gonna be cameras so the cars can work with. But I am pro self-driving and would love to get to a level where it's safe, reliable, and trusted, because it'd be great. This is the problem with streaming too early. I have too many Europeans in chat. Trains, bro? Trains? What are you talking? That sounds like socialist crap. Public shit? Broke ass Europeans with their euros getting devalued. How about a one-person private train that you own? With a screen in it that I can watch Inside Out 2 on, okay? Or I can watch Saving Private Ryan again and again and again on loop, okay? No, obviously you want trains, but trains are proving very difficult. We've built a lot of car-based society here, and it would be nice if people that already have to drive in miserable commutes could just take a nap. It could have a massive effect on reducing housing prices as people can build out farther away as commutes become less miserable. You can nap mid-drive already. What are the chances you crash in the 5 seconds you close your eyes? I never thought about it like that. What are the chances, bro? You can squeeze in a quick power nap, just like boom, boom, boom. It's actually really smart. Just a quick nap, a quick text, check the road real quick to make sure you're okay. Back to napping, back to... Wait, how many of you are behind the wheel of a gigantic SUV and driving right now while you watch me? Show of hands. I figured a lot of my chatters are driving when they watch, but I didn't know it was almost all of them. Hummer, SUV, just crashed. I'm chatting and eating at the same time. That's good. Bus driver.
Tesla's ambitions to create autonomous vehicles.
Imagine you get onto the bus and the bus driver's got one hand up watching an Atriox stream. Enron hat pulled low, dude. You gotta tip your bus drivers, bro.
In a recent update, the brand name was updated to full self-driving supervised.
For about a decade
For
now,
legal reasons.
Elon Musk has been promising, Elon Musk recently referred to it as a Cybercab. So there's some excitement and expectation that it might have the aesthetic of the Cybertruck, but the company hasn't even taken the wraps off.
Bro, I gotta be honest with you. I know we did a story on how Tesla sales are slowing in California. You would not know it in Los Angeles. I think we have more Cybertrucks per capita than any other city on planet Earth. Maybe Dubai. I see a Cybertruck every day. Is this dude have a poster of a bookshelf? Is this like a printed, hung up bookshelf?
Unlike competitors, Elon Musk has been adamant about using a vision-based approach to self-driving that relies mostly on cameras.
Cameras are really good for doing object classification, but because you don't know where the light source is, if it sees a billboard on the side of a bus with a picture of a person, it'll often identify that as a pedestrian because it doesn't have that depth perception. Whereas if you had a LIDAR...
Driving around with my car wrapped in a stop sign image and every car smashing into each other around me. Just causing chaos with my stop sign truck as every Tesla slams on the brake going 90 in the highway. Holy, that's a YouTube video.
FSD is supposed to be basically a robotaxi, except that the person behind the steering wheel is expected to act as a safety driver because it's a robotaxi in training. It's immature technology.
CNBC recently took a ride with a...
This is not now. This is going to happen in 20 years, 15, 20 years. But I'm just calling it now. You all remember I said this. In the same way that phones and the Minecraft YouTube movie and all of that are reducing people's ability to read. They just don't think it's worth it anymore. Again, also in the article, kids said they think of reading the way people used to think of vinyl records, where it's like, there's some super fans that like it, but it's kind of an old, outdated thing. People are not gonna do it anymore. In the way that that's happening with books, people are gonna do that with driving in 10 to 15 years, where young people are gonna be like Gen Beta is gonna be like, I can't drive, bro. Actually, that's happening right now because people don't get their license till like 25 now. Dude, I know plenty of people in this chat that don't have their license at 22, 23. That is just happening. But it's especially going to happen in the future where they're like, I can't even drive. And they're going to be required to be behind the wheel of one of these things as a safety driver, and they can't do shit. Bro, don't say let's fuck.
Baby, let's fuck.
Let's not fuck. Let's play League of Legends.